If you think your family is dramatic, remember, I married a billionaire to pay my brother's hospital bill. Laney never planned on getting married before graduation, especially not to a man whose idea of communication was sending bank transfers. But life doesn't ask, it ambushes you. And her ambush came on the worst Tuesday of her life. The ER lights were too bright, too white, while Laney's world fell apart. Her younger brother Felix had been hit by a delivery truck. Now he was behind the double doors, and a doctor with tired eyes was explaining numbers she didn't believe. $80,000, he said. We need approval before surgery. $80,000? Laney repeated. As in, all the money I'll never have? She checked her bank app. Balance, $126.17. Amazing. She was exactly $79,873 short. Can't you start and bill me later? She begged. Hospital policy, he said gently. We can only stabilize him for now. Her phone buzzed. Jean, I'm here. Where are you? Minutes later, Jean burst in, hair in a messy puff, hoodie halfway zipped. They want what? Jean gasped when Laney told her. 80,000? Not 80 snacks, not 80 cents. You're mixing currencies again. Because my brain refuses that number. Laney rubbed her face. I need a miracle, not a man. That's exactly when a man in charcoal suit appeared. Miss Carter? He asked. Laney frowned. Yes? He handed her a sleek black card. One word. Fields. Mr. Fields would like a word. Jean whispered, Okay, definitely Netflix. They followed the man, Charles, into a silent VIP room. A tall man stood by the window overlooking the city. Navy suit, sharp jaw, cold eyes. Money practically radiated off of him. Miss Carter, he said, sit. I'm good standing, she shot back. Who are you and why do you know my name? Ethan Fields, CEO of Fields Group. Jean nearly choked. As in, the billionaire who owns everything? Ethan ignored that. One of my trucks hit your brother. The driver worked at my warehouse. I take responsibility. So you'll pay for his surgery? Laney said harshly. I intend to, Ethan said, sitting, but not with terms. He slid a folder toward her. Jean whispered, Oh yeah, we are deep in Netflix now. Laney stared at him. This is a joke. It isn't, Ethan said. You need money. I need a wife. 1 year, strictly contract. Laney laughed once, too sharp. That might be the worst proposal in U.S. history. This isn't a proposal. It's a transaction. Why me? She demanded. Clean record, good grades, no scandals. And you stormed into my warehouse earlier asking who was responsible. You fight for your family. I respect that. Laney swallowed. If I sign, Felix gets everything. The best care, Ethan confirmed. Paid in full. And if I don't? He said nothing. He didn't have to. Later, in the small hospital chapel, Laney sat alone. God, I know we barely talk, but please, don't take him. Take anything else from me, but not him. Her phone buzzed. We need confirmation for Felix's surgery, Dr. Ramos. Her hands shook. She typed, Do it. Someone will pay. Then she grabbed the contract and went back. Ethan looked up as she entered. Jacket off, sleeves rolled. He looked annoyingly perfect. You've decided? He asked. Yes, Laney said, but I have conditions. His eyebrow lifted. Name them. Felix never finds out. Ever. Done. I stay in school. Fine. You treat me with basic respect. Wife doesn't equal furniture. A flicker of amusement softened his expression. Noted. Oh, and if you yell at my brother, I'm throwing your watch off a bridge. Jean hissed, pawn it first. Ethan actually smiled. Charles, add her terms. He handed her a pen. 1 year, public marriage, private boundaries. After that, quiet divorce, generous settle it, and your brother walks away healthy. Laney stared at her name on the line. She thought of Felix. She signed. Ethan scanned a contract and closed it. Welcome to the Fields family, Mrs. Fields. It felt less like joining a family and more like jumping off a cliff. The penthouse looked like Google searched rich people aesthetic and bought everything. Next morning, Laney wandered in wearing borrowed pajamas. Charles sat reading his tablet, glasses sliding down his nose. He looked like the type of professor who ruined GPAs for fun. He glanced up. Something soft flickered in his eyes, then vanished. Breakfast, he said. A full spread set on the table. I usually just have vibes for breakfast, Laney muttered. That's not food. Tell my schedule that. He ignored her tone. You have class at 10. Charles will drive. Try not to cause chaos. I don't cause chaos. Chaos finds me. He almost smiled. He handed her a short list. Ground rules. Contract stays secret. Publicly, we act like a couple. My mother may test you. Don't lose. And if something happens, you tell me. That last one sounds suspiciously emotional, she teased. He stood to leave. Laney, he said at the door. Felix's surgery went well. He's stable. Her throat tightened. Thank you, she whispered. He nodded and left. Just like that, the Ice King cracked. Charity events, late nights. Sometimes Ethan was a ghost. Sometimes he was just human. He asked about her exams, left snacks she liked in the fridge, watched movies beside her without speaking. One night, she found him drowning in spreadsheets. You look like a stock market crash, she said, giving him decaf. Drink. I'm saving your heart. He sipped. Not bad. So who's bullying you? Greg from the board? A man named Walter who says, per my last email? He chuckled softly. A merger. If I fail, hundreds lose their jobs. You're trying to save people, she said. Ice King with a conscience. Plot twist. He sighed. My family wants control. Perfect wife, perfect image. You were the first decision that was mine. That hit her chest strangely. You know that's kind of sweet, right? It wasn't meant to be. Silence. Comfortable. You're not what I expected, she admitted. I thought you were just cold, but you're actually a workaholic raccoon with secret soft spots. I'll have Charles add that to my bio. She laughed, and his eyes softened dangerously. Laney, he said quietly, if this becomes too much, my family, the press, the deal, you don't carry it alone. Right back at you, she whispered. 2 weeks later, Felix woke up fully himself, complaining about hospital food and gown fashion. Did we win the lottery? This room is nicer than our apartment. Just focus on healing, Laney said. She stepped into the hallway, straight into Ethan. He steadied her. How is he? Annoying, perfect. Relief washed over him, real, raw. You saved him, she whispered. You did. I just signed the checks. He handed her an envelope. Inside were paid bills, rehab, and 2 scholarship approvals. For Felix, and for you, if you ever won grad school. Tears blurred her vision. You didn't have to. I wanted to. Her heart stuttered. Ethan, he stepped closer. This started as a contract, a solution. But somewhere between your breakfast chaos and you threatening my watch, it stopped being business. She laughed shakily. You're catching feelings in HD. Unfortunately, yes. Then I have terms, she said, wiping her cheeks. 1, you smile more. 2, we tell Felix the truth someday. 3, no more calling this just a deal. 4, if you're going to keep saving people, let me stand with you. Ethan exhaled like she had freed something in him. Then stand with me, please. She stepped into his arms. It felt like breathing again. I'm not telling our future kids you offered me a buy one, get one sibling saved contract. He laughed, warm, soft, completely in love. We'll workshop it. Just promise me no more contracts. He lifted her chin. Then I choose you. Every time. Her heart answered instantly. I choose you too, Ice King. And just like that, a contract meant for convenience became the beginning of everything.